Whether you're the CEO of a company or a stay-at-home mom, planning for your financial future is essential. But when you're talking money, it never seems easy, and it always feels confusing. It doesn't always have to be. This morning, as part of our My Money series, we're helping you cut through the complexities of insurance and financial planning. Here to help us is Carolyn Johnson, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Protective Life Insurance Company. Good morning.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
No, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm thrilled you're here. Very important topic, no doubt. Now, we're talking about so many things: planning for your retirement and beyond, life insurance, retirement savings, annuities, and the list goes on. But first, let me just ask you why all of these are so important.
You know, they're so important, and we're talking about it for women, aren't we? Because women really often spend so much time planning things in their life. They plan weddings, they plan their kids' education, but they don't take time to plan for their own needs on retirement, and if something bad happens, then they die.
That's right. And this statistic was amazing. An estimated 50% of the country's wealth being controlled by women, and 40% of American businesses being owned by women. Amazing.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you and I were talking a few minutes ago, and you said women are at risk today. Tell me why. Explain that.
You know, they're at risk. When I think about my own family, my mom is 76 years old, and my mother-in-law is 87, and they have long outlived their husbands. And fortunately, they've planned well, but one of the big risks is living a long life, which is a great thing.
It's great, but
oftentimes they outlive that income, and they just don't have enough. Where's the money to support your lifestyle and not have to be dependent on your children? So there are lots of great products to think about solving those issues.
And even if you have a great Social Security or pension, that can only go so far, right?
It only goes so far,
okay.
Indeed.
All right, so let's plan. What advice would you give us for our financial future?
Well, yes, I think about advice for the financial future. First of all, spend some time planning. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can go on different websites and get information. There's a great website called lifehappens.org,
okay.
And there's another one called irionline.org, and those are great tools for you to just do a little exploration on your own to figure out what you might need, and then talk to friends, family, coworkers, get some advice on what advisors they turn to. You know, it's best to get somebody that you've got a good referral to, and that might be a stockbroker, it might be somebody in a bank, it might be an insurance agent, and you can get a lot of information on the web.
And that's helped me tremendously, talk to someone who's actually been there and done that. Now, let's talk about some services you offer. Retirement savings, let's talk about that first. Why is that one important?
Well, retirement savings can come in the form of a product called an annuity, and there's all kinds of different versions of that.
And let's talk about annuities, because I'm not educated on them. What are they?
Annuity products are products where, let's say I would want to invest $20,000 and put it in an annuity product. I would have a choice of getting a fixed rate, I would have a choice of getting an index, and when I accumulated that, I would accumulate it on a tax-deferred basis. So I'm not paying taxes while it's accumulating. And then at retirement, that money has now grown to a certain amount. I can take that out in a stream of income. So that pays for as long as I live if I choose that option, and I can't outlive it. So it will continue to provide me a payment for my full life.
Let's talk about life insurance. I have two girls, and we're always thinking about this as well. Who should have life insurance?
Really, if you have someone who depends on you and loves you, you should have life insurance.
And what types of life insurance are there?
Oh, there's so many different types. There's two basic types, okay. Term and permanent. So term is for just a term of time. So maybe 10 years, 15 years, 20 years.
Okay.
So if you're just trying to get life insurance through maybe when your kids get through college, that would be a term insurance policy. A permanent policy issues for your whole life, and so it keeps that life insurance premium at a level basis for your entire life. And you can buy it in all kinds of different flavors, like you can buy it with your husband, so a survivor product. You can buy a product that pays on the first death. You can even buy products that instead of paying out a lump sum when someone dies, they pay out a stream of income. So if you've got a child who's maybe a special needs child who you need to care for over a period of 5 to 30 years, there are products that will pay out that way.
And how do you kind of decide which one is best for you? Because they both sound good.
They are, and that's where the advisor really comes in. Talking to an advisor, and it might be an insurance agent, it might be a stockbroker, it might be a rep in a bank. There's all kinds of different great folks that can give you good advice on this.
And it really doesn't matter whether you're a working mom or a stay-at-home mom, right? Both are important in terms of getting the right policies for the family, especially even if you're a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, and often stay-at-home moms, you know, sort of think, well, I don't really need life insurance because I'm not bringing in an income. But think of all the amazing things they do to take care of their family. And think of how difficult it would be for the family if they're gone. So having that life insurance in place that not only takes care for all of the things that they do for the family, but also sort of gets that family through a real tough time.
I've done a lot of this, and it honestly gives me a lot of peace to know that I have planned. God forbid something should happen.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And for our viewers out there, if you want to find out more about Protective Life and planning for retirement, check out the website protective.com/balancing act.